Hello and welcome to another episode of Sanity Color Projects. In this episode, we're going to be changing the spark plugs on the Honda Civic. This is a 2023 sport model, 4-cylinder 2.0. This process is going to go very quickly because of the fact that this is a fairly simple spark plug change. So let's pop that and see what's going on. You know, it never seems to fail lately that when I go to do a spark plug job on this property and do it for a YouTube video that it starts to rain. I'm expected to get rain in the area for the next 4 days. Today is supposed to be the only day where it doesn't rain, but it actually just started raining a couple minutes ago. I had to wait for it to stop so that I could start taking this off. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this cover. As you just saw, these are the 4 bolt hole locations. It takes a 10 millimeter to get them off. Once you get that off, we're going to remove that cover. These are the 4 coil packs that we're going to be dealing with. So the first thing we're going to be doing with the coil packs is we're going to be moving the clips off of them. On Hondas, they're actually really simple. This is just a push down. Once you push down on this with enough pressure, it'll loosen up off the clip, and then this will come off. You want to make sure that these stay in the exact order as they are. As you're removing these off one by one, there's a little clip right here on the top of the engine that holds this plastic bar in place that keeps them all aligned. If you don't push back on this tab and lift this up, it won't come up and out of the way. But now all of this is just going to stay just out of the way so that we can work with the coil packs. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to unscrew the 10 millimeter that holds the coil pack into place. And once it is all the way off, you can remove the coil pack out of the hole. So all the way off, and the coil pack comes straight up and out. It should make a little pop. Now that this is out of the way, the spark plug is in there. To remove the spark plug, you're going to put a 14 millimeter socket or spark plug socket down into the hole, and you're going to line it up onto the spark plug and turn it until it unscrews all the way out. Okay, in my case, I do not have a spark plug socket, and I'm going to need both hands to keep it steady. The difference between a spark plug socket and a regular socket is there's a rubber boot inside of it, which makes it easier to line up. Since I don't have that, I want to be able to keep both hands on this to keep it steady as I break it loose. The normal replacement range for the spark plugs on this car is said to be 30,000 miles to 100,000 miles. Because of that, I'm changing them at about 60. 60 is generally a more commonly used reference point for when to change out the spark plugs. The spark plugs that come out of it are made by Denso. They are DXE22HQR-D11S. These are an iridium plug that come out of them. Okay, so what we are replacing them with is a LKAR7B. I'm not sure if that's a 1 or an I. X, probably an IX because these are iridium 9-11S. The stock number is 93501. Okay, so these are 2 different manufacturers of plugs, but these are actually the same company. So NGK owns Nippon Denso. This is a Denso plug, which means it's a Nippon Denso plug. So this is actually the same thing. The difference is this says NGK on it and this is Denso. The other thing that we're going to do is we're going to take this plug and we're going to gap it with one of these gap tools to 044, which means 1 off of 45, which would be right there. So you just take this guy and slide it around until it comes up to where you need it. If not, you adjust the top of it accordingly. Once that's done, we're going to put the spark plug back down in the hole. We're going to tighten it back down, and then we're going to install the coil pack back on. When you're putting the boot back on, the boot should go down on the top of it, and it should almost like a plunk as it goes down on, like a click, but not quite a click. It just has to slide to where the boot goes over the top of the spark plug itself so that the metal parts are touching inside of the boot, and then you wiggle this guy around until you get the 10 millimeter lined up and tighten it up. So as I mentioned in the beginning of this, I don't have a spark plug socket at the moment here. I'm doing this with a regular socket. A regular socket, when you put it down to pick up the spark plug, it won't, because there's no rubber boot inside of this. So when you're doing this in this bad kind of manner this way, you need something like this. In my case, it's a very light magnet. It allows me to pull this up and out of the hole, but I would recommend you use a spark plug socket. All right, so the rest of these are just going to get done on fast forward. So hopefully that little fast forward clip comes out as cool as I expect it to. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to take your individual plugs, you're going to line them up, you're going to slide them up until they click and the little piece drops down over the top. Then you're going to take your clip back here and push it in until it locks. Then you're going to clip this one, this one, this one. Before I put this cover back on, I'm going to start the car up and run it. Because of how I have the camera position, I can't do the running part of it with the camera recording because of the fact that it's on the heat shield for the exhaust. All right, so everything ran just fine. The next thing we're going to do is slide this cover back into place onto all these war mount locations. So the one thing that I'll say before I completely finish the video and wrap it up, I could run these spark plugs out to 100,000 because that's what they're rated up to. But I think 60,000 was probably about where I would want it to be anyway, just because of the fact that I don't want to beat this car up. It's already got a lot of mileage on it for only being a 2023. We do a lot of commuting. So that's it. All right, so that's going to do it for this episode of Sandy Killer Projects. As always, thank you for watching. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll keep making more of these videos.